Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into Japanese tea culture and the fascinating world of matcha, its traditions, why prices are soaring, and the art of spotting fakes.
Absolutely, it's such a rich topic. So, what really sets matcha apart from, say, everyday Japanese green tea?
Well, firstly, it's deeply tied to Japanese traditions, like the tea ceremony, which, embodies harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. And here's the kicker. While many people around the globe rave about matcha as this superfood, the Japanese actually drink sencha on the daily.
Yeah, right. So sencha is like the regular green tea, and matcha is reserved for something more ceremonial.
Exactly. See, sencha is brewed by steeping tea leaves that get full sunlight exposure, resulting in a refreshing, slightly astringent flavor. But matcha? It's made from tencha leaves, which are specially grown under shade for weeks before harvest. This process ramps up chlorophyll and L-theanine, giving it that intense, vibrant emerald green hue, along with a rich umami taste and a calming boost.
So matcha isn't just a drink, it's a whole experience. It's like drinking an art form.
Right, and think about it. When you ingest matcha, you're not just sipping tea, you're consuming the entire leaf that's been meticulously processed, steamed, dried, deveined, and then ground using traditional stone mills.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's why it's so revered. But with global demand skyrocketing, why are prices increasingly surging?
Oh, that's a big part of it. Two main factors: explosive global demand, driven by health trends and social media, and limited production capacity. Because growing tencha isn't a walk in the park. Farmers face labor-intensive processes, an aging workforce, and even climate challenges.
Yep, interesting. So it's basically supply and demand, with some unique agricultural hurdles.
Exactly. And, as much as fame has ballooned worldwide, the market's been flooded with counterfeit versions. These fakes often come in packaging adorned with cherry blossoms and traditional Japanese motifs to trick you into thinking it's the real deal.
Right. I've heard that spotting a fake can be incredibly tough. How do you spot one?
Well, there are a few red flags. Authentic matcha has a naturally vibrant, emerald green look, while imitations might appear dull, yellowish, or even artificially colored. Plus, genuine matcha is pricey. If a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
That makes sense. So, beyond the look and price, are there specific labels to look out for?
Definitely. One should look for reputable regions on the labels, like Uji, Nishio, or Kagoshima. These areas have long histories of quality tea production. Manufacturers showing these origins are typically the real deal.
Yeah, so it's more than just a trendy ingredient. It's a cultural treasure with deep history, right?
Exactly. And the context is key. The traditional tea ceremony, or sado chado, has been a spiritual ritual for centuries. This isn't just about taste, it's a meditative practice. And while matcha is celebrated globally for its health benefits, in Japan, there's this interplay of heritage and everyday balance, which many might overlook.
True. Now, a quick thought. Some might argue that matcha's commercialization dilutes its cultural value. What do you think?
That's a fair challenge. While commercialization does make it more accessible, it also risks overshadowing the rich tradition behind it. There's a delicate balance. On one hand, more people appreciate its health perks, and on the other, you get counterfeit products that cheapen the experience.
Fair point. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. So, for fans truly dedicated to experiencing authentic matcha, what do you recommend?
If you're visiting Japan, hands down, head to historical tea houses. For instance, places like Ippodo Teako in Kyoto or Nakamura Tokichi in Uji offer an immersive experience. You literally taste the legacy because these shops have been perfecting their craft for centuries.
Right. I love that idea. Turning a tea purchase into an entire cultural journey.
Absolutely. And if you're short on time or not traveling directly to tea country, you can check out the Depa-Chica sections in luxury department stores like those in Tokyo. These areas curate vendors rigorously, ensuring a high level of authenticity.
So it sounds like the safest bet to avoid fakes is to rely on trusted, established outlets rather than random online deals.
Exactly. The internet is rife with imitations, and counterfeiters have become sophisticated, using vague labels like Japanese-style green tea to mask their true origins. Always trust reputable sources.
Yeah, that's key. It's almost like a detective game. You have to really scrutinize the packaging and know the telltale signs of authentic matcha.
Totally. It's like a mini investigation before every purchase. And let's not forget, part of the experience is understanding the craft, the shading process, the traditional stone mills, all of which contribute to its unique texture and flavor profile.
Absolutely. Speaking of flavor, what's the real taste difference between matcha and these fake counterparts?
Authentic matcha has this creamy, smooth and rich umami flavor that carries a subtle sweetness and a calming effect thanks to L-theanine. In contrast, fakes tend to be harsh, bitter, and astringent, missing that depth entirely.
That must be quite disappointing if you're expecting that velvety texture and instead get something offbeat or chemically flavored.
Exactly. And the realization often comes too late, after the package is opened. Counterfeiters even go as far as artificially exaggerating colors to mimic the bright green, which can fool even the cautious consumer.
So, to recap a bit, there's a deep cultural history, a unique production process, and a serious market issue with counterfeits, all of which not only affect the price, but also the genuine experience of matcha.
Spot on. And it's not just about the tea, it's about, preserving a centuries-old tradition in the face of modern commercialization.
Yep. I find it fascinating how a beverage can encapsulate so much history, culture, and even current economic challenges.
Absolutely. It's like each bowl of authentic matcha is a slice of Japanese heritage, something that you almost feel as much as you taste.
Now here's a thought. Some might say that because authentic matcha is so expensive, it can only be enjoyed by a select few. Do we risk losing its everyday connection?
That's a valid concern. Yet, in Japan, even though matcha holds ceremonial importance, everyday tea remains sencha, which is affordable. Matcha is reserved for special, ritualistic moments, kind of like how you might save a gourmet dish for celebrations. That said, the global trend does push it into a premium category, and that must be balanced carefully.
Yeah, I see that. It's such a delicate tightrope to walk, preserving tradition while welcoming global demand.
Absolutely, and as consumers, understanding these nuances is crucial. Whether you're a casual sipper or a tea connoisseur, knowing the background, production methods, and sourcing can elevate your experience dramatically.
Right on. This has been such an enlightening discussion. It really emphasizes that behind every cup of matcha, there's a story of tradition, craftsmanship, and modern market challenges that we all need to be aware of.
Exactly. And next time you pick up a tin of matcha, just think of all the history and care that goes into that vibrant, little green powder.
Absolutely. Thanks for walking through this with me. It makes every sip of tea feel like so much more than just a drink.
My pleasure. Appreciate you joining the conversation. Until next time, enjoy your tea and remember to taste the tradition.